Hi, I'm Chris Borg.
And I'm Daniel Restuccia.
We're both in the certification team here at Borough Stewart, or BRS as we typically call ourselves. We're going to talk a little bit today about one of our projects, 1901 Botany Road, Matraville. So Dan, tell us a little bit about the project.
Yeah, sure. So it's basically a 7-lot commercial industrial subdivision based on Botany Road there in Matraville. It was basically a subdivision of a 3.4 hectare lot, and as a result of the development they needed to do some upgrade works to the intersection on Botany Road, which then fell under Transport for New South Wales jurisdiction, which meant a WAD needed to be involved. So we were involved as the independent verifiers for the WAD process as well.
Okay, so the Transport for New South Wales, the project verification role and process is it's quite involved. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, sure. So it all comes under a works authorisation deed, which is basically an agreement between Transport for New South Wales and the developer, and it's essentially the mechanism by which Transport for New South Wales gives approval for the developer to do works within their road reserve, their asset, under the Roads Act. So as part of that agreement, as part of that works authorisation deed, the developer is obligated to appoint a independent verifier, and that's where BRS comes in. And as part of that role, we get involved early on in the project, and we did a lot of the design review. We basically review the construction plans to make sure they comply with Transport for New South Wales specifications, and also involved in the review of the contractor's QA docs and plans as well. Once RMS, or once Transport for New South Wales gives approval to commence construction, we were then heavily involved with the contractor on site. We did a lot of compliance inspections and working with them to make sure the works progressed in accordance with what Transport for New South Wales require.
So then tell us why someone would use Borough Stewart as a project verifier for their project.
Yeah, sure. Well, look, I feel like we've got good relationships with all of the RMS Transport for New South Wales project managers. We work with them on a very regular basis, and over time we've been able to build up that rapport with them. We've also got a pretty dynamic and young team who have a lot of construction experience, and we've sort of been in the industry. Chris and I have both been in the industry for sort of more than 10 years.
I suppose for contractors on site, a big thing for them is time, and that any downtime between asking the question and getting a solution. And we really take it upon ourselves to do that as quickly as we can, as practically as we can. So if we put something on paper, we have confidence that it can be built, and it can be built in a way that it will meet the specs of the transports. And finally, Dan, what did you enjoy most about working on this project?
Yeah, look, I think despite the challenges and the constraints on the project, I think we worked well with the greater team, with the project manager and the contractor. It was sort of good and satisfying to sort of see the project start from just an idea and then sort of finish off into fruition and see the actual finished product out on site. And it's always fun as an engineer to drive by with your family and sort of point out all the projects you've been involved with as well. So,
well, thanks for your time, Dan, and hopefully you've got something out of this video. If you have any questions, feel free to contact us via our page.
Thanks, guys.